living the life. Living the life. Living the life. Living the life.
Please welcome our next guest, founder of BRISLA, the British Sri Lankan Association. Our guest works to strengthen ties between Sri Lanka and the UK and to connect on various business sectors.
Yeah, they hold events every year to connect people together further. And here to tell us more, please welcome Dr. Zima Sivadin.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thanks for joining us on the sofa. And
Doctor's looking very, very smart. Very slick there, Doctor, I've got to say. Mashallah, very good.
So, with BRISLA itself, how long has it been since you started?
BRISLA was founded 4 years ago.
Okay.
We're in our fourth year at the moment.
MashaAllah. And do you mainly work in London, or is it a national initiative?
It's an international. It's we've got connections in Sri Lanka and in the UK, but it's based in London, in the city. Our headquarters is at Newman's law firm in Pilgrim Street.
So, Doctor, tell us what was the light bulb moment, as they say? What made you form these connections then between Sri Lanka and UK, and you thought, right, let me work and network between the society of friends that you're with?
I was really passionate about the idea of unity with diversity. Because, you know, there's so many things going around internationally, I wanted to give that message to the community that unity and diversity is a very positive factor. As you probably know, there's a lot of international and national research done at universities which suggests that diversity is in fact very creative and innovative. It helps develop the frontal lobe, and when you increase creativity, that it also helps you in all different angles, with people, with ideas, and in society. We want to create a fair and prosperous society. Diversity, we feel passionate, is an important ingredient in that.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think if there was ever a time to highlight the positive side of diversity, it is now. I mean, there's so much, I guess, can we say fear?
Yeah,
there is a bit of fear about, you know, this idea of the other, us and them, and just like from our last guest with Anna Maria and the exchange students, you know, this idea of breaking down these barriers by dialogue, by engaging, by interacting, by sharing platforms, doing events together, and really understanding each other's cultures, religions. I mean, that is so essential right now as you know, as positive members of the community in Britain from all sorts of different backgrounds. So I think there's so much work that needs to be done, and I think it's a brilliant initiative that, you know, from the Sri Lankan community, for that perspective to really integrate and show that diversity, I think is brilliant. So inshallah, hopefully we can see some more of the work that you've been doing. I think you
had an event, didn't you, last October?
That's right. Because of this, exactly what you're saying,
I think we might have some photos of that event as well. Let's just take a look.
Yeah. So tell us a bit more about the event, the pictures that we're seeing on the screen.
That in front of us is our executive committee. We've got quite a diverse community representing all different communities there. That's
Doctor,
myself.
Got his bow tie out.
Smart there. Look at that bow tie. Very smart there, Doctor.
That's with Brother Muhammad Ali presenting the award. You know, we were again delighted to have Islam Channel as one of our main chief guests at the Lord's Cricket Ground. And in fact, this year we've got the BRISLA Awards again at Lord's, at the Long Room.
Oh.
I mean, this importance of social integration and diversity in society, we are using that because one of the reasons for BRISLA Awards was to recognise the work that's done by the British Sri Lankan communities involved in social integration in the community.
Yeah.
Also, we recognise the work done by fantastic, talented individuals who will be role models for the future. You know, the youth need beacons of talent to sort of have a vision and look up to. So hopefully, we want to sort of recognise that excellence. Also, that emotionally, it's very satisfying as well, because when these winners win and they smile, we suddenly see, these pearls in the Indian Ocean being recognised. They've worked so hard, and suddenly they're able to be recognised and actually celebrated.
Yeah, recognition is a big thing, and I think we're going to see one of your events here. If you could just talk us through some of the activities that are going on, or some of the people that you're meeting. So here,
that is Mr. Steve Ellsworthy from the ECB. That's Mark Jones, the Master Ceremonies. That's of course Brother Muhammad Ali presenting the awards. This is Colonel Godbold, who's the Lord Lieutenant, Deputy Lord Lieutenant of Kingston, and that's Professor Thevasasan, who is actually sorry, we're moving on a bit quickly. That's Sir Michael
we haven't got a pause button. I'm sorry.
Sir Michael Wilshaw, head of Ofsted, who's presenting the award to the talented young lady there.
So generally, it's awards for contributions to the community, the specific work done with the Sri Lankan community, or generally?
It's a British Sri Lankan community, the work that's contributed in UK and Sri Lanka. This year, the categories are entrepreneurship, Entrepreneur of the Year, outstanding contribution to arts, healthcare, and interfaith. Then we're having a local community award, and also a lifetime achievement award.
And when are you holding it this year?
This year it's on the 14th of October at the Long Room outside the pavilion.
Yeah,
of course,
a very iconic event, that Long Room. Why did you particularly choose the Lord's Cricket Ground for that?
Well, that's easy, isn't it? What does Britain and Sri Lanka have in common?
The South Asians, South Asians like the cricket, and also we were lucky because Mike Gatting proposed us to the Long Room, and we got Sir Jeff Miller, the first national selector of the ECB there, Lord Popat of Harrow, and he's a really inspirational leader because he immigrated to UK from Uganda. And now he's trade envoy for Rwanda and Uganda.
Really?
Yeah, he's done
Lord
wonderful.
Popat.
Lord Popat of Harrow.
Okay.
So he's fantastic. In fact, we were privileged to have all the three on that day, on the 14th Saturday.
Sounds amazing. Do we get an invite?
Of course.
Do you know the first question I'll ask Mike
welcome.
Gatting?
Yeah.
Did you ever make up with Shakur Rana?
Maybe I can privately ask him.
Ask him when he's on stage.
Anyway, well, for
Living the life. Living the life. Living the life. Living the life.